Hi, Royce.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How about you?
Doing excellent, thank you.
Cool. You're our man for the day, right?
I am.
Good to see you. It was good to see you in person too.
I know, right? I've got some stuff coming up. Looks like I'm actually going to be there in person, a bit more frequently now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Is that a drive for you though?
Yeah. So I'm in St. Clair Shores.
Oh,
So door to door, it's about 45 minutes or so.
if the traffic is flowing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right, though. Say love you.
Hey, wait, let me see your dog. Wait, let me see.
Hey, hey.
That makes me happy. I wish. Oh,
Yeah. Where's
oh,
the
what
other
is?
one?
Oh, is this the
Luna,
one that you found?
come here, Luna. Come here, girl.
Wait. Oh, there's the other one. Oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah.
Oh my
They keep me
God.
company here at the office. This the white one, her, like she gets car sick though. So, like I gotta once I get her here, I gotta take her outside so she can, get car sick before I bring her in.
Oh, but it's worth it, right? Once
Oh yeah,
she's really pretty. Which one is the one that you found?
that one, the one with the white one.
Well, both of you got lucky.
Yeah, no, she's great. She's the gentlest little dog. Like our kids will just jump on her and just like, play with her. And she just sits there, wags her tail. Just like, this is cool. All right. Nobody's waiting yet. All right.
Did I make you are you co-host? Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
good.
cool.
I'm good
All
to
right,
go.
thanks.
Mhm.
What just happened?
Good morning, Sophia. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Oh, you have Horvath, right?
Yes.
Is that the only one that you have today?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be
thank you.
there. I'll be here in the afternoon for 2 exams.
Okay, thanks.
Royce, are you filling in for Bryn today?
For who? I'm not a prosecutor. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
I ain't prosecuted a case a day in my life.
Good, good.
Never will.
There we go. Sorry for the offense.
That's all right.
Good morning, Marianne.
Hi, Sona. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So I just want to let you know, I believe I have an 8:30, but I have to step away around 9 to do an in-person hearing, but I'll still.
No, there's no stepping away.
But I'm going to keep my phone on, so in case the case gets called.
I'm Attorney Bryant, and I'm here on your 8:30.
Oh,
So is
wonderful.
Mr. Hinton.
Okay, wonderful. Attorney Bryant, can you send your email in the chat? I did send over discovery to NDS yesterday, but I don't believe, are you,
Yeah, I
Um,
received it.
say that again?
I received it.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
And then I suppose we're to go in a breakout room.
Yes, I can move us.
Thank you, Ms. Moisizian. Good morning, everyone. This is Wednesday, November 23rd, 2022. This is courtroom number 1. I am Judge Martin. My docket this morning is only criminal cases. If you do not have a criminal case, you're in the wrong courtroom. You should check your notice and go where you belong, or send a chat to my staff, either Heather or Marianne, and they'll assist you in getting where you need to be. As soon as something is ready, Marianne will let me know. We'll get your case called and get you on your way as soon as possible. Have we seen? Marianne, I see the note regarding Mr. Bastain. While we have a moment, would you check with Judge Green and see if she has space available on the 14th or the 21st that we might use?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. There's nothing ready?
Oh, Judge, I just got a message from the APA. Good morning.
Good morning.
She's here for Bren. She's taking Bren's place right now.
Good
That's
morning.
what I was asking. Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Have we talked to, who is this first person at Division 1?
Mr. Bastain.
Are we ready? Oh, see, we could have started with already on that. Thank you.
Judge, I'm here for him, but the APA on it is Brittany Johnson.
And she's here. She's in our waiting room. I'm bringing her in right now.
Thank you.
Good morning, Ms. Johnson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
If you're ready and settled, I'm prepared to call Bastain.
I'm ready. Thank you.
These are 2205 65, 220566, and 220576. These are all State of Michigan versus Brian Robert Bastain. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Brittany Johnson on behalf of the people, P83513.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Lauren Anderson, P 85191, on behalf of Brian Bostain, who is present in court via Zoom.
Mr. Bostain, if you would unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please, sir.
Brian Bostain.
Thank you. Today's the day and time set for the PCCs in these matters. Ms. Anderson, how are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, I think we need to set these for exam. Mr. Bostain does have another case that's already pending in the Third Circuit where we're awaiting various competency evaluations right now, but I think for these ones, we just need to set them for exam for now.
Is discovery complete in all three matters?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Live exam date, because this is a special, we don't have to do it on a Wednesday. If you have your calendars available. How does December 13th look? Ms. Johnson?
Your Honor, I am due to start a trial on the 12th that I expect to go into the 13th, but I don't expect it to go into the 14th. The 15th is also good.
And I'm in the same boat as Ms. Johnson. I'm supposed to start a trial on the 12th, but I don't foresee it going past 2 days.
So the 14th possibly?
That should
That
be
would
fine.
be, yeah.
Mary Ann, I hate to do it on somebody else's felony day, but our dates are pretty limited. December 14th at 9 a.m. Is there a preference in terms of I don't know if there are overlapping witnesses in these cases. Do I need to stagger the start times on the three cases?
2 are for the same witness and the third is a different witness. So maybe.
I'm looking at the oldest case, which is the 220565 from July of 2019. If we say December 14, 2022 at 9 a.m. on that one here with me. And then you said the same witnesses would be in the 566 file.
Oh, let me pull up my numbers. Yes. Yes, it should be the newest one is the only one with a different complainant.
And Ms. Johnson, how many witnesses do you anticipate?
Just one for each.
So we say 566 also at 9 o'clock, and then the 576 at 10 o'clock. Would that be sufficient time, Ms. Johnson, Ms. Anderson? Or do
That
you
sounds
think
good
more
to me,
time
Your
is
Honor.
necessary? I'm sorry?
That sounds good to the people, Your Honor.
That works for us, Judge.
Thank you. So 7-6 at 10, the other 2 at 9, live here in courtroom number 1. Anything else in these matters, Ms. Anderson?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Johnson?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Bostain, I will see you here in courtroom number 1 on December 14th at 9 a.m., sir.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everyone.
You too. Thank you. Attorney Cash,
Good morning, Your Honor. May I please the court?
good morning, sir. How are you?
I am great. Ready for this
Do you need to
break?
speak? I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you need to speak to your client or to the prosecutor?
I would like to speak to the prosecutor at this time.
She has the ability to move you into her waiting room.
Okay, thank you.
Division 1, who is this on screen now, please?
On this one. This is Frank Horvath.
Thank you. This is 220438FY. This is the State of Michigan versus Frank Horvath. May I have your appearances, please?
I'm not sure who the prosecutor is on this case. This is my case, Your Honor.
I know it's your case, and I'm looking at the prosecutor. My notes say Elizabeth Moore.
Yes.
Judge, I can reach out to her. She is aware of today's court date, so let me see where she is.
Thank you, ma'am. In the interim, this is 220746FY, State of Michigan versus Orrin Williams Hinton. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Sona Movsisian on behalf of the people, P83923.
Maureen Bryant on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Williams Hinton, and he is on the Zoom.
And sir, if you would unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please.
Orrin Williams Hinton.
Thank you. Ms. Bryant, today is the day and time set for the PCC in this matter. How are we proceeding?
I've spoken with the prosecutor, Ms. Sana, and she has agreed that we would have adjourn another probable cause hearing.
How long of an adjournment?
I'll have her decide. Ms. Sana?
Judge, we only need maybe a week. I've already sent discovery over, so.
A week puts us on November 30th. At what time, Mary Ann?
9 o'clock with Judge Oakley.
At 9 a.m. live in courtroom number 2 with Judge Brian Oakley. Anything else on behalf of the people?
Judge, is it possible? I'm sorry, I know I said a week, but now that I was looking at my calendar, is it possible to do the 7th instead?
At what time, Mary Ann?
9:15.
At 9:15. December 7th at 9:15. That's live with Judge Oakley in courtroom number 2. Anything else on behalf of the people?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Anything else, Ms. Bryant?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Williams Hinton, courtroom number 2 with Judge Oakley, live here in the 34th District Court, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Nunley, were you ready with something, sir?
No. So the first person that I spoke with, Miss Kiera Cannon, she has a retained attorney here, which is Attorney McCurgy. I invited him to join breakout room number 9, where I put her. But I don't know if
I see him still here in our main session.
yeah, I just wanted to.
I'm here. I didn't get that. I'm
You don't
waiting
see
to
the
get into
prompt
the
to like
breakout.
join breakout room number 9.
I do not see that. I mean, sometimes clearing out my desktop, I don't see the invite though.
No. I can try to move you.
Thank you for your assistance, Mr. Nunley.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know if I can, because on my Zoom thing, it says that it just says he's in room 9, which he clearly is not in room 9. I don't know if Mary Ann needs to do it or Heather.
I'll give it a shot.
Thank you.
Or just move them to a whole different room and see if that will move him.
Okay.
I see that Prosecutor Moore is present. This is 220438FY. This is State of Michigan versus Frank Horvath. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Elizabeth Moore on behalf of the people, P84724.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sophia Nelson of Neighborhood Defender Service on behalf of Mr. Horvath, who is present via Zoom from the Wayne County Jail. Mr. Horvath, can you please state your name for the record?
Yes, my name is Frank Urban Horvath.
Thank you. Give me one moment. Yes, ma'am. Did you tell Mary Ann already? No. Mary Ann, December 14th, starting at 1 or 1:30, we can take those spots.
Okay.
And same with the 21st. There's nothing, okay. So on the 21st, same thing at 1 or 1:30. Let's say 1:30 to be safe. My apologies, Ms. Nelson. Today is the day and time set for the PCC in this matter. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we need to set this matter for an exam and expeditiously because Mr. Horvath has now been in pretrial detention for 43 days.
Discovery is complete.
Yes.
December 14th at 1:30.
Is there any way it can be sooner? I felt like, hold on, let me look at his.
How much time would you need to be prepared for exam, Ms. Moore?
Your Honor, I would need at least a week to make sure that my complaining witness could be properly notified. Since I am a special prosecutor, I am available on days other than Wednesday, if that is helpful at all for the court's calendar.
It is helpful, and I'm looking at my schedule right now, and if you need a week puts us November 30th. The court, what do we have on December 1st, Mary Ann? We have misdemeanor docket. Yep. The 2nd. That's a Friday, Ms. Moore.
That afternoon should work for me, or late morning.
Oops.
Anytime after 11 o'clock or later.
That works for the defense as well.
Give me one moment. I'm just trying to get our December 2nd. Mary Ann, it's moving slow out here, but December 2nd, we have stuff already scheduled that day. If we say 1 o'clock next Friday.
That works.
December 2nd.
That works for me, Your Honor. I did just want to ask, Ms. Nelson and I are working towards a resolution where an exam may not be necessary. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple of potential facilities. If we are able to resolve this and exam is not necessary, would we be able to reach out to the court and schedule a Zoom hearing instead so that could be dealt with?
Absolutely. But for right now, live exam next Friday, December 2nd at 1 p.m. here in courtroom number 1. If you reach a resolution and need to get on, please contact Mary Ann. If you don't already have her phone number, extension, and email, let her know and she'll send you a chat and we can get you scheduled and on. I'm here every day next week and I'm here usually 8 to 4, so we could get you in. Anything else in the interim on behalf of the people?
No, thank you.
Anything else in this matter, Ms. Nelson?
Yes, I would like to address bond in this matter. These charges are for indecent exposure and criminal sexual conduct in the 4th degree, groping, essentially. Mr. Horvath has now been incarcerated for 43 days. A $1,000 bond for him is the equivalent of remand. He has absolutely no resources. I've made attempts to, or I have spoken to people he's requested that I reach out to post that bond, and no one has been able to do so. And I would ask that his bond be changed to personal recognizance GPS tether.
Ms. Moore?
Thank you, Your Honor. I would be objecting to a change in the current bond. My understanding is that the reason that Mr. Horvath has spent this amount of time in custody is that we keep having court dates and he keeps leaving either the facility that he's at or leaving wherever he's staying and not returning to court and not returning to that facility. So my concern is not so much a danger to the community necessarily, although that is always a factor. But my biggest concern is that we keep thinking that we are in a position where we have a resolution and then Mr. Horvath is not here when we have court. So ultimately, I think that if we're going to have the exam, if we're going to be able to move forward, I do believe that we need to be able to ensure that Mr. Horvath will be here for the scheduled dates.
Anything else, Ms. Nelson?
I believe a GPS tether can accomplish ensuring that Mr. Horvath appears in court. At this point, he's served more time than I think the guidelines would call for if he were convicted and sentenced as charged. So I'm deeply concerned about the amount of pretrial detention Mr. Horvath has experienced.
Respectfully, Ms. Nelson, the court's going to deny your motion to amend bond as indicated by Ms. Moore. There was a personal bond with GPS tether last June. He was here with me August 8th. I put him back on 10,000 personal with GPS tether, and he has a failure to comply with his bond conditions. For that reason, again, your motion is denied. I will see you all here next Friday afternoon unless you call and ask for the court to get the matter scheduled any sooner.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Horvath, I'll see you next Friday, sir. Have a good day.
I gotta go to
You
one.
ready on cash?
All right.
I'm sorry, are we ready with Shori?
Yes, we're ready.
Ready, Your Honor.
This is 220687 FY, State of Michigan versus Elena Shori. Thank you. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfoufi on behalf of the people, PA 2800.
Good morning, Your Honor, and may it please the court. This is Attorney Damian Cash, P number 85852. And we are here on this matter to adjourn for the moment. Me and APA
Hold on
agree.
one second. Ma'am,
sorry.
state your name for the record, please.
Elena Shori.
Thank you. You want to adjourn it how far out, Mr. Cash?
I think 2 weeks would be reasonable.
2 weeks puts us on December 7th, 2022.
At 9:30?
At 9:30 a.m. That's in courtroom number 2 with Judge Oakley. That PCC will be live. Anything else on behalf of the people?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else on behalf of the defendant?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Shori with Chief Judge Brian Oakley on December 7th. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Ufari, I'm sorry, the victim states that she moved and she hasn't received notice. Can I put you to breakout room with the victim on
Sure.
that case?
But before you do that, she has an attorney waiting for her in her meeting room.
Who has,
Miss
I
Elijah
can-
waiting.
I can go in the room, Your Honor, with the victim
Thank
and
you,
get
Ms.
the
Dennis.
information.
thank you.
Thank
And who do
you.
we have in the jail, Division 1? If you would have them unmute you and state your name for me, please.
Randall Bond.
Mr. Bond. Who is your attorney? Marianne, who's listed as his attorney?
Miss Elijah, and she is in a
Waiting
breakout room
for
with the
somebody.
prosecutor.
Thank you. Mr. Bond, your attorney is in with the prosecutor. As soon as they come out, I'll get your case called and get you on your way, okay?
Thank you, so, thank you.
You're welcome. Why don't they put the NDS names in? Because I see Palumbo and Boynton.
Those are both mine, Your Honor.
Are you ready? Do you need to talk to them?
I do need to talk to Mr. Palumbo in a breakout room, but otherwise I'm good for it. I've got David Peterson, Ashley Hale as well.
And Costa?
Yes, Ephraim Costa.
I wasn't calling you just yet. I just try to get the,
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
no, you're fine. Just trying to get the attorneys in order of who's ready. Who needs to still talk to the prosecutor?
Well, this is the first time I talked to Miss Williams about half hour, 15 minutes ago. I've tried to reach her several times.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm not sure that I need to speak to a prosecutor. I'm here on behalf of Lakrita Baldwin.
Yes, sir.
And good morning, Your Honor. Same for me as well. Vassal Johnson.
Want to watch TV though? You don't want to sit on that couch.
No.
It's boy, you can, but it's broken. Okay.
The attorney who is representing Ms. Baldwin, what case? I don't.
I have it. It's at 9 a.m. It looks weird on our docket sheet.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a motion to
With the
set
stars
aside.
next to it.
There it is. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to get these 8:30s and these jailers cleared out first. I just asked the APA and the NDS person to return to this main session so we can get some of these people on their way.
And I'm ready to go on all of mine, Your Honor, including
I
Mr.
have them pulled, but I'm just trying, let me get Mr. Bond.
No rush.
On my screen, Your Honor, Vanessa Hamilton's coming up as the last person who spoke.
I'm sorry?
On my screen, the last person who spoke, Vanessa Hamilton's name is under that last person who spoke.
Yep, that's me.
Yes.
I'm here at 30. We just spoke this morning.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No
I
worries.
can't- Yeah, thank you. My eyes aren't that good and I'm on a small screen. Jim, this just, the screen just took.
Marianne, I'm trying to get them out of that meeting room. They can go back and talk to each other later, or they can call each other later. We have to get on this. This is 220653FY. This is State of Michigan versus Randall Scott Bond. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfoufy on behalf of the people, PA 2800.
Randall Bond.
Mr. Bond, your attorney is here. As soon as she puts her appearances on, we'll proceed.
Your Honor.
Ms. Elijah?
Good morning, Judge. This, I believe, is Mr. Bond on Cam 1 with the Division 1 jail. Ms. Yakufi and I were discussing a potential resolution. Could we go back into the breakout room and put a pin in Mr. Bond's case?
No, ma'am. My apologies, but there are 7 defendants who are ready and waiting. For right now, how are we proceeding with this PCC?
So can we address Bond and then that will help me decide quickly, because we were talking about a potential resolution today, but
If you want me to pass the matter, I will, and take care of Attorney Hamilton's cases, but the prosecutor will need to stay in here with me.
okay.
Let's do that, yeah.
This is
Could I have a
2207.
breakout room with Mr. Bond? I'm so sorry for interrupting, but could I
No,
have a
ma'am,
break?
you're fine. Marianne will get you moved into a breakout room.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is 220744FY, State of Michigan versus Ashley Hale.
Hey, I'm joining room 15 because it wants me to. With
Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfoufy on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Vanessa Hamilton, P82107, on behalf of Ms. Hale, who joins us via Zoom. Ms. Hale, could you unmute and say your name for the record, please?
Ashley Hale. Ashley Hale. This is 194204FY. This is State of Michigan versus Paul Palumbo.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Ashley Hale.
No, ma'am. Mr. Palumbo.
Yes,
They'll call your case.
State your name for the record.
Paul Palumbo.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for Madam Prosecutor. I'm sorry.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfoufy on behalf of the people.
And Vanessa Hamilton on behalf of Mr. Palumbo.
Today is a day and time set for the PCC in this matter. Attorney Hamilton, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I don't have discovery as of yet. I'm gonna get an email into the APA, but if we could have a short adjournment to allow for discovery, that would be great.
What is short? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Whatever the prosecution thinks they need to send.
I did share discovery to the NDS email, but if you want it done, sent to you personally, I could do that right now.
That'd be great. Thank you. And likely we might have all the discovery, just waiting for it to be uploaded.
Yeah, you should have both paper and digital.
Okay.
So 1 week or 2 weeks?
1 week should be fine in that case.
We'll adjourn this matter over to November 30th, 2022 at
9 o'clock.
at 9 a.m. That will be in courtroom number 2 with Judge Oakley. That's a live PCC. Anything else on behalf of the people?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else on behalf of Mr. Palumbo?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Palumbo, before you go, you have an outstanding balance due to this court on some unrelated matters. Please contact the court's collection department. You can either call the collections department and set a payment plan, or you can go online and submit a written request for a payment plan, okay?
Okay,
Thank you. Have a good day.
thank you.
This is 220-750 FY. This is State of Michigan versus Khalil Chobi.
Ready, you are.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfouf on behalf of the people.
May I please on record Basil Johnson, P72130 on behalf of Mr. Toad. I don't see him on Zoom, Your Honor. He's in the Wayne County Jail.
Thank you. We'll get back to it. I don't know. Well, Mr. Bond has the. We'll see. Hold tight, Mr. Johnson.
Sure.
I don't know who's next up from the jail. This is M014118. This is State of Michigan versus Lucretia Baldwin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hassan Zor, P83043 on behalf of Lucretia Baldwin, who also
morning, Your Honor.
appeared.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfouf on behalf of the people.
Ms. Baldwin, state your name for the record, please, ma'am.
Lucretia Baldwin.
Thank you very much. Today is the day and time set for hearing on the defendant's petition to set aside conviction. Sir,
Yes, Your Honor. This is a 2001 conviction for driving while license suspended. Ms. Baldwin, that was the last time Ms. Baldwin had a run-in with the law, so it's been about 22 years since she's had any convictions on her record. The Attorney General response came back and indicated that they would leave it to the discretion of the court and that she is eligible. She did not have a commercial driver's license in 2001. She was not driving a commercial vehicle and nobody was seriously hurt or injured. She's a real estate broker today, so she's gainfully employed and is going through and trying to erase the mistakes from her past to hopefully get a clean record.
thank you. Ms. Baldwin, anything you'd like to say on your own behalf, ma'am?
No, not this time.
Anything from the people?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
The application to set aside the conviction is granted. Sir, if you would submit an order to the court.
No problem, Your Honor. Would you like me to send that via email or
Email would be fantastic.
can the
The
clerk please?
secretary will send you her email address. Send it directly to her, please.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck to you, Ms. Baldwin. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Have a blessed holiday. Bye-bye.
Did we lose Ms. Hamilton?
She's in a breakout room with her client.
Yeah, I was about to recall Hale. Good morning, Mr. Culpepper.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
How are you, sir?
I'm good. And you?
I am wonderful. It's good to see you.
Good to see. Yeah, good to see you. At
Is your
34th,
client with you or are they logging on separately?
you should be logging on separately. We
Do you
didn't
need to
have.
speak to the prosecutor?
No, not really. I just wanted to wave.
Oh. When I see him log on, we'll get you called to get him on his way.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mary Ann. Where's the jail? I see Miss Elijah is back.
Sometimes the jailers have a hard time returning to the session without an officer.
I don't even see them.
Here they come.
This is a recall of 220653FY State of Michigan versus Randall Bond. I have your appearances already.
Cedric, you gotta
Miss
make
Elijah,
sure
how
you're
we
in the,
proceeding?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part of what the court said.
I said, this is a recall of the case. I've noted the appearances of the parties. Miss Elijah, how are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. So I did speak with Ms. Yafufi, and weren't able to end the conversation, but my request today is that we release Mr. Bond. He's in custody right now on $3,000, 10%, that's $300, and he's not able to post it. But my request is that we release him on a personal recognizance bond without a tether. And the reason for not having a tether is because that will delay his release. And I want him to be able to spend Thanksgiving with his mom. And that we set this for a PCC next week to potentially resolve the case. We were discussing a resolution. Unfortunately, I don't have discovery yet, and I think it's because of the holiday week. Ms. Yafufi indicated that she sent it to my office, but it takes a day or two to filter to me. And so I don't think we'll be able to resolve it today because of the nature of digital discovery. But I do think we're very close to a resolution. So I'd ask that the court consider releasing Mr. Bond and allowing us to have a PCC next week to resolve this case.
Let's do the easy part first and adjourning the PCC to November 30th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. That will be in number 2 with Judge Oakley. As to the defense motion to modify bond to 3,000 personal, Ms. Yafufi, your position.
Judge, the people have no objection to reducing the bond. This is a case that will likely get resolved.
Defense motion to amend bond to 3,000 personal is granted. There is no requirement for GPS, just straight 3,000 personal. Anything else on behalf of the people?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Mary Ann,
Honor.
should
Could
we-
I have another
Thank you.
breakout room with Mr. Bond?
Before we do that, Mary Ann, because he's going to be released, should we move the time or leave it at 8:30?
No, we need to move the time to 9:45.
All right, well,
9:45 a.m. next Wednesday morning. And then Miss Elijah and Mr. Bond, are you going to go back into the breakout room?
Yes,
Okay, and then I don't know who's next up from the jail, but.
thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. Have a good day.
You, Tony. You gave me a first. No, not yet.
This is. These are actually 22L555171 A, B, and C. Wayne County Sheriff's versus Kiara Cannon.
Attorney Jay McCurdy appearing on behalf of the defendant.
And good morning, Your Honor. Rima Yafufi on behalf of the people.
Cannon?
I believe she's still in the breakout room.
Oh,
I think we were unclear as to whether we were waiting on a prosecutor to come speak to us. So I
Did you
believe
need to
she's,
speak to the prosecutor, sir?
yes, Your Honor, I would like to.
Okay, then you can go into the prosecutor's waiting room. If she doesn't have anything else ready, we'll send her in there with you.
Okay, thank you.
It doesn't appear that there's anything else eminently ready.
Your Honor, Mr. Norbert Horn is on. He's in the waiting room.
He's not in the waiting room, sir. I think that he's in with the clerks. They have to verify his information.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll put him in this main session after they verified his name and phone number and email address.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Piotrowski, did you need to speak to the prosecutor or are you ready to proceed?
Well, I'm ready to proceed. I will just be requesting a live PE date. And I don't see the assistant prosecutor here, Miss.
She's here.
Oh, is she? Okay.
It's Ms. Yafufi.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Miss Movsisson. Okay, that's good then. We are ready then.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Mr. Piotrowski, you're correct.
Okay.
She did have somewhere else to go, but she's going to be popping back. If you would sit tight, Miss Yafufi, were you going in with Mr. McCurry?
Yes, Judge, I'm sorry
Sorry.
because I'm new to the Zoom stuff, so I don't know how to navigate into the breakout room.
You can't put yourself back in your room?
I've never done it before, so I'm just trying to figure out.
I'll try. I'll move you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We have to get these 8:30s out of here first before we get anything else done. In Division 1, who do we have on screen now? Thank you. This is a recall of 22. Oh, we lost the prosecutor, didn't we?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson, when she comes back, we'll get you called.
Okay, no problem.
Now you can overflow and get. When I was growing up, my hero. There's something so magnificent about this. I have been studying for 4 years. I want to kiss myself. Because you're going to get to love yourself on that.
Your Honor, if I may, what dates are we looking at for potential live PEs?
December 14th? 14th and the 22nd, I'm sorry, the 21st in the afternoon.
Would the 14th be in the morning as well?
No, sir, in the afternoon. Are you asking for a live exam?
Yes, ma'am.
Afternoon,
Okay,
12:14 at 1:30 probably.
okay, that would be fine for me. Thank you.
Attorney Hamilton, there's one in custody in front of Ms. Hale. I'll recall her case as soon as we get done with Wayne County, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
For the next 30 days, once a day, and write all the things that you think about all the reasons you love them. You appreciate their sense of humor. You appreciate how supportive they are. And what you'll find is that when you focus on appreciating, acknowledging their strengths, that's what you'll get more of. adding a water flosser to your great brushing and flossing routine.
This is a recall of 220750 FY State of Michigan versus Khalil Tobe.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sorry.
That's just me mispronouncing names, Ms. Yafufi.
Sorry. Rima Yafufi on behalf of the people.
May I please honor Court Vassal Johnson on behalf of Mr. Tobe, present on Zoom.
Lance Wells, Janina Wells, parents for Khalil Tobe.
Thank you. Mr. Tobe, have the jail unmute you and please state your name for the record.
Khalil Tobe.
Thank you. Today is the day and time for the PCC. Mr. Johnson, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor, I was just retaining the matter. I did request discovery electronically. I am requesting, waiting for that discovery to arrive. I haven't received any discovery from the prosecutor's office. And I'm also going to be asking for an order for competency and responsibility.
I'm sorry. I don't know who that has background noise. I can't hear you, Mr. Johnson. You said requesting a competency?
Yes, Your Honor, criminal responsibility. And I don't know if Your Honor heard me, but I am waiting for discovery to arrive from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office.
I heard that part, sir. I made a notation in the file as well as the referral for competency and criminal responsibility.
Thank you.
Was there anything else on behalf of the people?
Nothing on behalf of the people, Your Honor, and I'll make sure that defense counsel gets that discovery right now.
Anything else, Mr. Johnson?
Just that it may come up, Mr. Tobe does have some belongings that was at a previous residence that is in relation to the complainant. I would just ask if we could order a civil standby or an order ordering him to turn over, the complainant to turn over any items belonging to Mr. Tobe, if at the residence.
Mr. Johnson, what kind of stuff are we talking about?
So I know Mr. Tobe told me that he had some notebooks, some books there, possibly a phone, some clothing, things of that nature.
Ms. Yafufi?
Judge, I don't know if that's something in our control. Usually in Detroit, when we have cases like that, there are designated officers that are called to the scene to kind of stand by there. I don't know if this is something that Romulus does, but I guess I don't know if there's a hotline to call. I'm not sure.
So, Your Honor, just Mr. Khalil Tobe's parents, they did do a standby, but the officers told them that, oh, if they don't allow them into the home or answer the door, then they can't do anything. So that's why I'm asking for a court order. That's a little bit
I
more.
don't know that we normally have to do an order in there, Mr. Johnson. I've written a notation that civil standby to retrieve defendant's property, which is usually sufficient with the officers here. I see the detective's name on the file. That's usually not a problem. If the parents have additional problems, please reach back out to courtroom number 1, but yeah, there's not usually an issue.
Okay. And just for confirmation purposes, what is the detective's name that Your Honor has on the file? Okay, very well.
Anything else, Mr. Johnson?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you.
Judge, did you give them an adjourn? Oh, no.
I
Ignore
didn't
me.
because of the competency referral. As soon as the report comes back is when we'll get it scheduled again, okay?
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I was talking to Mr. Johnson. No, thank you, ma'am, for saying that out
Thank
loud.
you. Mhm.
We're all set. Thank you, sir. Have a good
Have a good
day.
holiday. You too.
This is a recall of 220744 FY State of Michigan versus Hale.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Yafufi on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Vanessa Hamilton on behalf of Ms. Hale. Ms. Hale, could you say your name for the record, please?
Good morning, Ashley Hale.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the PCC in this matter. Ms. Hamilton, how are we proceeding?
I do have paper discovery, Your Honor. I'm just awaiting digital, which I believe might already be in the hands of my office. So we'd like to, if possible, set a preliminary exam date. If not, take a short adjournment. And we'd also like to address bond.
Live exam on December the 14th, 2022 at 2 p.m.
That works.
Live here in courtroom number 1.
Where do I find it at on you?
Your bond motion, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor, it seems that my client is, I believe the bond is at 10,000, 10%. She's been unable to post in this matter, but they've currently got her in a treatment facility on GPS tether. Wondering if there's a possibility of either lowering the bond or putting her on personal recognizance with a tether just for tracking purposes. If the court requires it. She's missed at this point a interview with Ford that she had lined up to be a line worker. And she'd like to be able to get back into the hiring process and start working again. But she currently is tied to this facility. The crime that I've seen, I just see larceny. I don't see any kind of history of any sort, and I definitely don't see anything assaultive going on even in the facts of the case. She's alleged to have taken 4 cell phones from a bench.
Madam Prosecutor.
Judge, no objection to lowering the bond with a GPS tether.
Court will grant the defense motion to amend the bond to 10,000 personal with the GPS tether. The other requirement that she not return to CVS stores remains in place. Anything else on behalf of the people?
Nothing on behalf of the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else on behalf of the defendant?
No, Judge, thank you.
Ms. Hill, I will see you here in person in courtroom number 1 on December 14th at 2 p.m. Good luck to you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too, Your Honor.
Thank you. This is 220575 FY State of Michigan versus Kobe Boynton. Have your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Akfufi on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Vanessa Hamilton, PA 2107 on behalf of Mr. Kobe Boynton. Could you unmute and say your name, Mr. Boynton, for the record?
Kobe Boynton.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the PCC in this matter. Attorney Hamilton, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I have not received any discovery in this matter. I suspect it's in my office's hands. If that's the case, I'd like to just set a in-person preliminary exam date.
It is in the office's hands.
Attorney Hamilton, we've had the discussion before that if discovery is not complete and you request an exam date, lack of discovery will not be the basis for adjourning the exam. That being said, the live exam in this case will be set for December the 14th, 2022 at 2:30 p.m. Anything else on behalf of the people?
Nothing on behalf of the people, Your Honor, and you should have discovery in your email.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else on behalf of Mr. Boynton?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Boynton, live exam here in my courtroom, and courtroom number 1, December 14th, 2022 at 2:30 p.m. Have a good day, sir. I'll see you in a few weeks.
Well, you said December 24th?
I said December 14th, 1214, live here in person at 2:30 p.m.
Okay, December 14th at 2:30, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Yes, ma'am, you too.
Thank you. Who do we have here at Division 1? In custody, in the jail. Your name, please. I'm sorry?
Shannon Johnson, Wayne County,
Thank
Division
you.
1.
Thank you so much. Have we seen Ms. Quick this morning?
Not yet, Judge.
Ma'am, I don't see your attorney just yet. Sit tight. I'll get to you as soon as we see your attorney pop in. This is
Yes, Your Honor.
220541 FT. This is State of Michigan versus Simon Obi.
Morning, Judge. Rima Hafiz on behalf of the people.
Oh, I thought I saw Mr. Mihana. Mr. Obi, I don't see your attorney just yet.
Yes, ma'am. I don't see you.
We'll keep an eye open for Mr. Mihana, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
These are our 22L555171 A, B, and C. Wayne County Sheriff's versus Kara Cannon.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Hafiz on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Jay McCurdy on behalf of the defendant.
Hello, this is Kiara Cannon.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial of these matters. How are we proceeding, sir?
My understanding is that we are going to plea down to speeding 1 to 5 over the speed limit.
And the other, there's 3. Is it just the speeding? And
Yes, Your Honor, and then we're going to dismiss the other 2.
Ms. Fufi?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Cannon, raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Can you put your hand down? Ma'am, you had the opportunity to discuss this case this morning with your attorney, including the charges you face and the possible penalties.
Yes.
And after doing so, you wish to enter a plea of responsible to speeding 1 to 5 over the posted speed limit.
Yes.
You understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes.
And you're pleading responsible because you were in fact responsible for speeding 1 to 5 over the posted speed limit on that day, that being September 14, 2022.
Yes.
And that would have been in the city of Romulus County, Wayne, state of Michigan.
Yes.
Satisfied, Madam Prosecutor?
Satisfied, Your Honor. Thank you.
Satisfied, Mr.
McCurdy.
McCurdy.
Yeah, no problem. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ma'am, the court accepts your plea of responsible to the amended count of speeding 1 to 5 over, dismiss the misdemeanor reckless driving and registration or plate violation. The court will assess fines and costs of $200. Do you need more than 5 days to pay that amount?
Yes.
Ma'am, you can go online to the court's website and submit an email request for a payment plan, or you can call the court's collection department and establish a payment plan, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Anything else on behalf of the people?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else on behalf of the defendant?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck to you, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. This is (220700) State of Michigan versus Ryan Anthony Broughton. May I have your appearance, please?
Good morning,
Good morning.
Your Honors. Sorry, good morning, Your Honor. Sonam Mofsisian on behalf of the people, P83923.
Your Honor, good morning once again. Tom Piotrowski, P40021 on behalf of Mr. Broughton. Ryan, would you state your name, please? Ryan, you're muted. You have to unmute, please. Try it again.
Sorry about that. Ryan Broughton.
Thank you.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the PCC in this matter. Mr. Piotrowski, how are we proceeding this morning?
Yeah, we would be requesting a live in-person preliminary examination. We've discussed December 14th at 1 p.m. Madam Prosecutor?
Yes, Judge, 1 p.m. works for me.
Was it 1 or 1:30?
Could be 1:30, Your Honor. Yes.
It's 1:30. 1:30 p.m. live here with me in courtroom number 1 on December the 14th. Anything else on behalf of the people?
Judge, I'm sorry, you said that's gonna be with you, right? Not Judge Green? I don't know why I have her listed as the.
It's Judge Green's day, but she doesn't have anything scheduled in the afternoon, so we're taking her exam spots.
Understood. Okay, thank you for that clarification.
Thank you.
Nothing else from the
Anything-
people.
Anything else, Mr. Piotrowski?
No, Your Honor. Just have a good Thanksgiving. Thank you.
You too, Mr. Broughton. I will see you here live in courtroom number 1, December 14th at 1:30 PM, sir. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I will see you later this afternoon.
Thank you, ma'am. Obi, Costa, Riley. Ms. Kirkland, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am here on Ibrahim Miles.
Miles?
Yes. Scheduled for PCC today.
This is 220537 FD State of Michigan versus Ibrahim Miles. May I have your appearances, please?
Morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfouz on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Kashama Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Miles, P84015.
Mr. Miles, state your name for me, please.
Ibrahim Miles.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the PCC in this matter. Ms. Kirkland, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, this PCC was adjourned because not the last PCC, but prior to the PCC before that, I had received or submitted a letter to Mr. Gary Bresnahan requesting a misdemeanor and for him to be accepted into sobriety court. We were waiting on a response from that. At the last PCC, APA Bailey said that she'd check in with him so we could have an answer by today. So I wasn't sure if, I know it's a different prosecutor today. I wasn't sure if Ms. Yufufi had received a response on that.
I do not have a response yet. Let me make a quick inquiry. But as of right now, there's no response yet. But I do see no.
While she makes that inquiry, Ms. Kirkland, and waits for a response. We'll pass the matter while she waits for a response briefly.
Okay.
This is 220648 FT. This is State of Michigan versus Norbert Horn. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfouz on behalf of the people.
Morning, Your Honor. W. Otis Culpepper for Mr. Norbert Horn.
Mr. Horn, unmute yourself. State your name for the record, please, sir.
Norbert Horn, how you doing?
I am wonderful, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Today is the day and time set for the PCC. Mr. Culpepper, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, as I indicated earlier, we're interested in waiving the preliminary exam in this matter.
Thank you. Mr. Horn, raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear affirm testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Sir, you've had the opportunity to discuss the case pending before you with your attorney.
Yes.
And sir, you understand you have the absolute right to have a preliminary examination in this matter where the prosecutor would have to show that both a crime had been committed and that probable cause exists to believe that you were involved in the commission of that crime.
Yes.
And knowing that, sir, you wish to waive your right to have that preliminary examination?
Yes.
Have you been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to waive this exam?
No.
You're doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Mr. Culpepper, because you are appearing virtually, there's not a signed waiver in the file. Do you authorize the court to sign the waiver on your behalf and on behalf of your client?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Any objection from the prosecutor of this executing this waiver?
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Horn, the court is signing the waiver on behalf of the attorneys and yourself. The next step in these proceedings is that you will be bound over as previously charged. Your next appearance date will be an arraignment on the information on December the 7th, 2022 at 9 a.m. at the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. Your previously entered bond with all of its conditions will continue. Anything else on behalf of the people?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else on behalf of the defendant?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Horn, thank you for your patience this morning, sir. Have a good day.
You have a better day too.
Thank
Thank
you.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Anyone who's, anybody from NDS, if you could reach out to Ms. Quick, we have Ms. Johnson waiting on an 8:30 case. Oh, Lawson and Dawson. This is Lawson here? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for turning your camera back on, Mr. Costa. This is 201209 State of Michigan versus Ibrahim Costa.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize for that. I'm still new with this computer stuff.
Don't apologize, sir. That's on me. I lost track of you. That's all.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfouf on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Vanessa Hamilton on behalf of Mr. Costa, who appears on Zoom. Could you say your name for the record?
Ephraim Demetrius Costa.
Thank you. Today's the time set for the PCC in this matter. Attorney Hamilton, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I do not have discovery in this matter, but I believe it's probably been sent to my office. If that's the case, we'd like to set a preliminary exam date. We'd also like to put the court on notice of potentially filing a motion for failure to bring to a speedy trial.
That live exam date will be
Got December 21st at 1:30.
I'm setting these dates, Marianne, and it dawns on me that we should probably check them very thoroughly. December 21st, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. here in courtroom number 1 for Mr. Costa. Anything else on behalf of the people?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else on behalf of Mr. Costa?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, I will see you here in courtroom number 1 on December 21st at 1:30. Attorney Hamilton, how soon do you anticipate filing this motion?
I do believe I'll be able to file it at the beginning of next week.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day, sir. I'll see you in a few weeks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Any response regarding Mr. Miles?
Not yet, Your Honor.
This is 155105FY. This is State of Michigan versus Cedric Dawson. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfouf on behalf of the people.
And may it please the court, Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Jeffrey Konecki, P64800. On behalf of Mr. Dawson. Mr. Dawson, please state your name for the record.
Cedric Dawson.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the PCC. Mr. Konecki, how are we proceeding in this matter?
Your Honor, we believe we have all discovery. We'd like to set it for an in-person preliminary exam.
That day will be December 21st, 2022 at 2 p.m. Live exam here in courtroom number 1. Anything else on behalf of the people?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything else on behalf of the defendant?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Dawson, I will see you here December 21st at 2 p.m. in courtroom number 1. Have a good day, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I apologize for cutting in, Your Honor. Can the court hear me?
Mr. Tuttles, I can hear you and I can see you. Great suit, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're here for Ms. Black?
I am, and I have a issue with Ms. Black.
Mr. Tuttles, give me a moment. I have some 8:30 things kind of hanging around. I see you though.
Okay.
And
Thank
then
you.
I see that we have 220651 FY State of Michigan versus Shelby Lawson. Have your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Remat Fuf on behalf of the people.
May it please the court, Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Jeffrey Konecki, P 64800 on behalf of Ms. Lawson. Ms. Lawson, please
State your name for the record, please.
Shelby Lawson.
Thank you. Today's the day and time set for the adjourned PCC in this matter. Mr. Konecki, how are we proceeding this morning?
Your Honor, I believe we have all discovery. We'd like to set up for a preliminary examination.
That live exam date will be December the 21st at 2:30 p.m. Mr. Konecki, I don't know if we've had this conversation before, but I am married to an elected official in Van Buren Township. I make this disclosure as Van Buren Township is the issuing agency, the police agency involved in this matter. My husband is not involved in the day-to-day operations of the Public Safety Department. He does not know anything about this case, wouldn't know that it's on the docket for this morning. Knowing this information, sir, do you wish to proceed with the exam on December the 21st, or would you like the opportunity to speak to your client?
I don't think my client has an issue, but if the court could briefly put us in a breakout room just so that I can check with her.
Absolutely. My secretary will get you moved into the breakout room. Good morning, Ms. Choate.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
I am super. What are you here for?
I am an attorney with NDS, and I am not supervising, shadowing / assisting Mr. Konecki.
Okay. I think we've had this conversation before and I've forgotten the last week. Because as soon as you start saying it, I was like, that sounds very familiar.
Yeah, it's been the speech I've been giving in every courtroom, so I'm sure you're in good company with the judges hearing it.
Ms. Lawson, can you please join the breakout room?
While he's having that conversation, Ms. Kirkland. Ms. Choate, maybe you can help us. I understand that you're shadowing, but do you have a mechanism to get in touch with Ms. Quick or is someone available to assist? We have Ms. Shannon Johnson in custody waiting on screen from 8:30. And Ms. Quick is listed as her attorney.
I will look right now and see if I can send her a message.
Or if there's someone else available.
You said it is Shannon Johnson?
Shannon Johnson, yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, Marianne, am I having a moment? I'm having a moment for different reasons, I'm sure. Ms. Quick is with NDS, right?
Yes, Your Honor,
Yeah.
she is.
Okay.
I sent her a text, but I haven't heard back.
Oh. I just repeated the ask. So are we back on the record with Ms. Lawson?
We're ready, Your Honor.
This is 220651 FY. Court had made a disclosure regarding the relationship with Van Buren Township, and we had tentatively scheduled the live exam date for December 21st at 2:30. Mr. Kaneki, was there something you wanted to add to this matter?
Your Honor, I did discuss the court disclosure with my client, and after our discussion, she nor I have an objection to this court, Your Honor, hearing this matter for exam on the 21st at 2:30.
Thank you. Ms. Lawson, I will see you here in courtroom number 1 on December 21st at 2:30 p.m. Good luck to you, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day, everyone.
You too, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Kirkland. Mr. Peterson,
Yes, ma'am.
I see your note, sir. Who is your attorney?
I'm the attorney for Mr. Peterson.
Oh, thank you. 220684 FY, State of Michigan versus David Peterson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Real Mackbooth on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Vanessa Hamilton on behalf of David Peterson. He joins us via Zoom. Could you say your name for the record, Mr. Peterson?
David Peterson.
Mr. Peterson, you turn your camera on for me, please, sir.
It's broken, ma'am. It don't work.
Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the PCC in this matter. Attorney Hamilton, how are we proceeding in this matter?
Your Honor, I do not have discovery, but I understand it's been sent to my office. If that's the case, then we'd like to set for an in-person exam.
I think we've done everything we can do on the 21st, Marianne. Our next date, do we have anything on December 28th or are we in January?
January 4th at 12 o'clock.
Your Honor, I won't be available on that date. Would it be possible to get the next available date?
February 8th.
That works.
February 8th? Marianne.
I know. At
At
11.
11:30 or are we starting at 12 o'clock?
11:30.
Mr. Peterson's exam, I cannot believe we're saying this, February 8th, 2023 at 11:30 a.m. Live in number 1. Attorney Hamilton, if something comes up in the interim, please do not hesitate to reach out to our office.
Will do.
Otherwise, Mr. Peterson, February 8th, 2023 at 11:30 a.m. Notice will be mailed to you, sir.
Thank you.
And I'll be
Have a
giving you a
good day.
call. I'll give you a call right now, Mr. Peterson.
What's that?
I'll be giving you a call right now.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, Ms. Quick is here. Wonderful. Good morning, Ms. Quick. Did you need to speak to Ms. Johnson?
Yes, if I could have just a few minutes, Your Honor. I apologize.
Don't apologize, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Marianne will get you into a breakout room with Ms. Johnson.
Thank you.
And then, if we can get, is Heather still, Heather?
Yes, Judge.
Can you do me a humongous favor, please?
Sure.
On Simon Obi, Mr. Mihana is listed as his attorney. And I haven't seen him this morning.
Yep, I can call him.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Nunley, were you ready with something or are you just still hanging around?
No, I don't have anything yet. I have I'm waiting for Angela Macris. I'm just digging through my folder to get her phone number to call her because I don't see her yet.
Thank you.
Yep.
We had, Mr. Tuttles, thank you. 210155 SM. This is State of Michigan versus Tila Black. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Mahfouf on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Antonio D. Tuttles on behalf of my client. That's Ms. Tila Black, who is physically not in your courtroom at this time, nor do I believe Ms. Black is present via Zoom.
That is correct, Mr. Tuttles. This matter was scheduled at 9:30. It's now 9:58 by the court's clock. I have looked for Ms. Black since I first saw you log on. I have not seen her. She is not in the court's breakout rooms, the court's virtual court, and there's no one in the court's virtual waiting room.
Yes.
That being the case, Mr. Tuttles, what are we doing this morning?
What I'd like to do, Your Honor, because we have, Ms. Black has this case, this misdemeanor case, and she has a felony case that's already in Third Circuit Court. We have the next court date of, on the felony case of January 4, 2023. My office has had a problem with communicating with Ms. Black. Sometimes we can, sometimes we cannot. What I would like to do is adjourn this matter to subsequent to January 4th and give us enough time to contact her via her mail, you know, so she can communicate better with my office, because it's putting us at a situation where we cannot effectively defend her if we cannot communicate with her. So as opposed to issuing a capias, I'd ask that we get an adjournment, because what we're trying to do is find out what's going to happen with the case downtown in Third Circuit, and before we bring resolution to this misdemeanor.
Ms. Shafufi?
I have no objection to adjourning this, Your Honor, and not issuing a capias until defense counsel can contact his client.
Mr. Tuttles, the court is not going to go that far out. This case is from a defense date of July of 2020. Ms. Black has previous failures to appear in this case, and I'm aware of her failures to appear in some of her other matters. We'll put this out to my next criminal date, which will be December the 28th.
December 28th. I appreciate that, Your Honor.
At what time, Marianne?
Give me 1 second, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
At 9 o'clock.
At 9 a.m., back on Zoom, courtroom number 1, back with me. That gives you a month to get a hold of her, Mr. Tuttles, and if she doesn't appear at that date, we'll have a different conversation, okay?
That is understood, and I appreciate the court's indulgence. And to the
Anything
court,
else, Mr. Tuttles?
yes, to the court and everyone else who can hear, have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Thank you, you too, Mr. Tuttles.
You too, Mr. Tuttles.
Thank you.
Take care.
Likewise.
Ms. Kirkland. Ms. Kirkland.
Judge, I did get a response back from Mr. Bresnian on the Miles matter, if we want to call
I'll
that.
recall it as soon as Ms. Kirkland makes herself available.
Okay.
Or if you're going to go into a breakout room to discuss it with her.
I mean, it's a one-word answer.
Oh, okay.
Do we know which prosecutor is on Angela Marcus today? Macris?
I am, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we speak in a breakout room real quick?
Sure.
Wait, before you go, Mr. Nunley, I just need to get rid of the, let me get rid of this one in custody. If we can get Wayne County back for Ms. Quick.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you, sir. This
Rima,
is
I'll just meet you.
2206. 638 FY State of Michigan versus Shannon Marie Johnson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Afuf on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Cheryl Quick on behalf of Ms. Shannon Johnson, who joins us from the Wayne County Jail.
State your name for me, please, ma'am.
Shannon Johnson. Good morning,
Today
Your
is the
Honor.
day and time set for the PCC, and this morning, Ms. Quick, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we had request to set this for an in-person preliminary examination.
We are looking at January the 4th.
At 12 o'clock.
That works for defense.
January 4th, 2023 at 12 p.m. live here in courtroom number 1. Anything else on behalf of the people?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else, Ms. Quick?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. I will see you on January 4th. Good luck to you. Have a good afternoon.
Ms.
Thank you.
Johnson, I'll follow up as we've discussed. Okay, thank you.
This is a recall of 220537 FD State of Michigan versus Miles. The prosecutor has a response from Mr. Bresnahan.
So Ms. Kirkland, the answer was that no reduction and it was denied.
Okay. And Your Honor, we would like to set this for exam.
Is discovery complete in this matter, ma'am?
I'm sorry?
I said, is discovery complete in this matter?
Yes.
That live exam date will be January 4th, 2023 at
12:30.
at 12:30 p.m. Mr.
Thank you.
Miles, your in-person preliminary examination is January 4th, 2023, 12:30 p.m. courtroom number 1 at 34th District Court, sir. Anything else on behalf of the people?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else on behalf of the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Kirkland. Mr. Miles, have a good day. I'll see you next year, sir.
Thank you. Your Honor, did anybody take care of David Michael Peterson?
Peterson?
Yeah, he was a previous client of mine and had texted me letting me know he didn't have anybody to represent him.
Somebody
So that's what-
came, we set the exam date. Attorney Hamilton did appear.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, ma'am. Ms. Shafufi, who was going, you were going in to talk to Mr. Nunley?
I believe so.
He's in your meeting room, waiting for you.
Okay.
Mr. Obi,
Yes, ma'am.
the court clerk, the secretary, I'm sorry, not clerk, the secretary has called and left a message for Mr. Mihana. I still have things scheduled until 2:30 this afternoon. You're more than welcome to wait to see if he appears. I wouldn't hold his failure to appear against you. I would just adjourn this matter out to the next available date.
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
Which way, sir? Waiting for him or adjournment?
You can adjourn it.
I'm
I'll
sorry?
call him too. Should I call him?
Please.
Okay, I'm gonna call him. If he's available by 2 o'clock, I'll come back to the courtroom.
No, sir. No. I'll have in-person people here.
Okay.
I don't want to hold you on I'm not going to have you holding on Zoom all day long. I'd rather just adjourn it if he doesn't appear here in the next, I would say 20 minutes, half an hour, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You can adjourn it.
Do you want to try to call him first?
I just tried to call him actually, like around 15 minutes ago.
Mr. Obi, if you don't mind, just wait. Let's wait until 10:30 and then we'll put it over till next week. And that'll give some time for staff to get a different message out to him.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. We have 22L 555-174 A and B. These are Wayne County Sheriffs versus Taja Riley. These matters were scheduled for 9 a.m. It's now 10:08 by the court's clock. There are no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room. There's no one by the name of Riley in the court's virtual breakout rooms. Defendant having failed to appear, show cause shall issue in the A file and the B file shall be deemed in default. These are 220749 SM and 210728 SM. These are both state of Michigan versus Jacob Allen Halfacre. These matters were both scheduled for pretrial at 9:15. It is now 10:10 by the court's clock. There is no one by the name of Halfacre in the court's virtual main session or in the court's virtual breakout rooms. There are no persons in the court's virtual waiting room. Based on the defendant's failure to appear this morning, the matters will be set for show cause. This is 22L553634 COT. This is Wayne County Sheriff's versus Sharice Wilson. This matter was scheduled for arraignment pretrial at 9:15. It is now 10:11 a.m. by the court's clock. There are no unidentified persons in the court's virtual waiting room. There's no one by the name of Wilson in the court's virtual breakout rooms. Defendant having failed to appear, matters will be set for show cause. Ms. Yakufi, their show cause is on the Halfacre matters and the Riley matters as well.
On Halfacre?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
They were scheduled at 9:15. It's 10:10.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
And then there's the OB matter from 8:30. My staff has reached out to Mr. Mihana, so has Mr. OB. My inclination is to adjourn this matter for 1 week versus having Mr. OB hang on too much longer. We're almost at the end of the docket. And before we go into the formal hearings, I want to be able to release Mr. OB and get him on. Mr. Obi, no response from Mr. Mihana.
No, ma'am.
This is 220541 FT. This is State of Michigan versus Simon Obi. The court has called this matter previously and had staff reach out and left a message for the attorney of record in this matter, Mr. Nijaj Mihana, without success. Mr. Obi has also reached out to his attorney without response. And Madam Prosecutor, the court's inclination is to adjourn the matter over till next week, November the 30th, with Judge Oakley in courtroom number 2.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll get a time from Mary Ann.
10 o'clock.
We'll adjourn the PCC to next Wednesday, November 30th at 10 a.m. That's a live PCC in courtroom number 2. Notice will be mailed out to the attorney, but Mr. Obi, you should continue to follow with Mr. Mihana.
Yes, ma'am. So when is the date?
Next Wednesday, sir,
Next
at 10
Wednesday.
a.m. live here in courtroom number 2 with Judge Oakley. Notice will be mailed out to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good day, Mr. Obi. Good luck to you.
You too. Y'all have a good day. Have a great Thanksgiving.
You
Thank
too,
you,
sir.
Okay.
This is 220650 SM. This is State of Michigan versus Angela Macris. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Fufi on behalf of the people.
Roy Stanley on behalf of the defendant.
Ma'am, state your name for me, please. Thank you. Today is the day and time set for the adjourned pretrial. Mr. Nunley, how are we proceeding?
So I've got a bit of an update for the court. So Ms. Macris, she got convicted of a DUI third back in 2020. She was placed on probation. This charge that we're here for today, these 2 domestic violence charges, violated her probation. So the last time we were here, we adjourned it so that she could have her court date at Third Circuit to see what was going to happen. So she has reported to me that she has to go back on December 15th, and that Judge Hathaway indicated that, they ran the guidelines and that she would be sentenced to between 18 months and 5 years in prison. They put her on a tether, on an alcohol tether, and they adjourned it so that they could do a PSI, like an updated PSI for her. So it appears that on December 15th, she will be receiving a minimum sentence of 18 months in prison. So after speaking with the prosecutor has agreed to drop 1 domestic violence charge in exchange for just pleading straight up to the other. And we wanted to ask the court if the court would just sentence her concurrently to whatever sentence she receives in the Third Circuit from Judge Hathaway. If she goes to prison for 18 months, the max on the DV is 93 days. And I don't know if that's a sentence that the court could fashion. But if so, then we would just be asking to just have whatever sentence run concurrently with her Third Circuit case.
Mr. Fufi?
That is an accurate representation, Your Honor. I believe she will be sentenced next month, starting December 15th. And if we do dismiss 1 DV and she pleads to the other, if that is something the court is inclined to do, the people would ask that it would run concurrent with her sentence downtown.
Mr. Nunley, I rely on you for the procedural issue of what if Judge Hathaway's sentence date gets adjourned, or for some reason sentencing does not occur?
Mm-hmm.
Can we sentence to run concurrent with the sentence that hasn't already been imposed in circuit court? Should we wait and put this matter over until after the December 15th date, or?
I mean, that seems like the more logical play. The only problem is, I guess, Judge Hathaway is beating her up over these charges, wanting to know what's going to go on with them. I guess that's been an issue in that case, is these 2 outstanding matters.
So if we enter a plea this morning to 1 count, dismiss the other count, and schedule the sentencing on the probation docket for me, with the understanding and agreement that that's what we'll do, would that satisfy his concern with these outstanding?
It should. I mean, if there's a plea that's been entered and they're just awaiting sentencing, then it shouldn't have any effect on the circuit court. The only way in which I could see it having an effect is maybe for running the guidelines, how many sentence or, how many convictions that you have, but that's already going to be done because she has her pre-sentence coming up already. So I think that ship has sailed. So I don't see any concern with it.
And then my sentence date, I'm looking at a December 19th date as a probation date for me yeah.
Okay, December 19th. Okay,
Okay.
sure.
And you've already discussed this plea with your client.
Yes.
Ms. Macris, would you raise your right hand for me, ma'am? Do you swear from testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Maybe put your hand down. You've had the opportunity to discuss your case this morning with Mr. Nunley, including the charges you face and your possible penalties.
Yes, Your Honor.
And after having that conversation with him, it's your wish to enter a plea of guilty to one count of domestic violence, understanding that the other count would be dismissed.
Yes,
Ma'am, you understand that if the court accepts your plea this morning, you will not have a trial of any kind?
I do.
You will not have the opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf or see and cross-examine witnesses put forth by the prosecutor.
Yes,
And ma'am, you're entering this plea freely and voluntarily.
yes,
You haven't been threatened in any way, promised anything to get you to plead guilty.
no,
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
yes.
Mr. Nunley, for purposes of the plea, is it important which one is the dismiss count, 1 or 2?
I don't believe it makes a difference.
Thank you. Ms. Macris, is it true that on September 17, 2022, in the city of Romulus County, Wayne State of Michigan, that you committed an assault and battery upon one Ava Aniol, A-N-I-O-L?
Annual, yes, I
Thank
tried to
you.
grab her phone from her. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Nunley, would you like to inquire further of your client?
I'm satisfied if the court is.
Satisfied, Ms. Shafufi?
People are satisfied, Your Honor.
Ms. Macris, the court accepts your plea of guilty to count 1 domestic violence, will dismiss count 2 domestic violence. As previously discussed by and between the attorneys, the court will set your sentencing in this case for Monday, December 19th, 2022 at 9 a.m. That's a Zoom hearing. The court is not referring the matter to probation for any interview or recommendation. The agreement between the prosecutor and Mr. Nunley is that your sentence will run concurrent with your sentence with Judge Hathaway. The court will likely adopt the request of the attorneys. We just need to know what happens, confirm what happens in circuit court, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Your Honor,
I'll see you back here on the 19th.
I will try to confirm if she is indeed moved to the Department of Corrections on the 15th. Because I don't know what it's going to take to get the Department of Corrections to get her in front of a Zoom camera for the sentencing, but I will try to diligently figure out where she is and what we would need to do.
And if for some reason the 19th is not enough time to be sure that MDOC is able to get Ms. Macris here on camera, we'll put it over to the next probation date. We'll keep an eye on it until we are sure that we've wrapped up the ends of this case, okay?
Sounds great.
Ms. Macris, thank you for your patience this morning, ma'am. Good luck to you with Judge Hathaway.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too, ma'am. Mr. Duncan, good morning, sir.
Hello, Judge. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I've got my client here, Judge. He's to my right.
We have a 10:30 formal hearing. That's why I looked concerned. I knew we had one more straggler PCC. This is 220741 FD, State of Michigan versus Christopher. Pronounce your last name for me, sir.
Wojciechowski.
Wojciechowski, thank you.
Yep.
Mr. Duncan, your appearance for the record, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Murray Duncan. I'm appearing on behalf of the defendant, Christopher Wojciechowski.
Today is the day and time set for the arraignment and PCC in this matter. For purposes of arraignment, Mr. Duncan, what say you?
Judge, my client waives the reading of the complaint and he stands mute to the charges.
Thank you. Mr. Wojcicki, you have an absolute right to be considered for pretrial release in this matter. You're looking for the bond recommendation from Romulus Police Department. Their request is 10,000, 10%. Mr. Duncan, what say you as to this recommendation?
Your Honor, Mr. Wojciechowski has an extensive history. However, he hasn't been in any trouble with the law since 1999. That was his last drunk driving, and his felonies that are on his record all were 99 and prior to that. He's a lifelong Romulus resident. He works at a local hotel. He's worked there for the past 4 years. I think he's a candidate for a personal bond, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court will deviate from the recommendation of the police department and set your bond, sir, at 10,000 personal. You do not need to post any money, but what you must do is continue to appear and participate in these proceedings until the case is resolved. A condition of your bond is that you not purchase, possess, or consume any alcoholic beverages until the matter is resolved. Although there has been some, strike that, nothing else, Mr. Duncan, as relates to bond. The next, for purposes of PCC,
Judge, I did get discovery on this. I am listening. I have a couple issues I'd like to resolve before I make a decision as to whether to hold an exam. I was hoping that I could adjourn this matter, and unfortunately, I'm on vacation and I have some felony trials from COVID backed up that I'm going to have within the next couple of weeks. I was wondering if we could do it December 28th.
Mr. Duncan, you just want to be back on the docket of courtroom number 1. I understand. It's a very attractive place to be sometimes. We'll adjourn the PCC in this matter to December 28, 2022 at
9 o'clock.
At 9 a.m. Mary Ann is not amused by me anymore. Courtroom number 1, 9 a.m., December 28.
Have a good Thanksgiving, Judge.
You too. Anything else on behalf of the people?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Duncan?
No, Judge. Thank you so much.
Have a good day, sir. Good to see you. Mr. Stokes, do you need to speak to the prosecutor before we proceed?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Marianne will get you into a breakout room with her. Marianne, I'm stepping off, but I'm not. I'm just bringing the files to you.
Hi, I just need one date for a case I think was done when I was talking with the victim. It's a DV
Which
case.
case, Ms. Dennis?
Orrin Williams Hinton.
PCC is adjourned to 11:30.
Before you?
No, ma'am. That'll be with Judge Oakley.
Oh, okay, so it'll be live.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Are we ready on Spring?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Unmute yourself,
Yes.
Mr. Spring.
Wait, let me call the cases first.
Okay.
These are 2S4138748 A, B, and C. These are State of Michigan versus Nathaniel James Spring. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Yacouf on behalf of the people.
I'm Stutz on behalf of Mr. Spring, who's present via video, via Zoom. Your Honor, today's date and time set for a formal hearing. I don't believe the prosecution is in a place to proceed as the police officer is not present. I'd move to dismiss, Your Honor.
Mr. Spring, state your name for the record, sir.
My name is Nathaniel Spring.
Thank you. This court's policy is typically 15 minutes after the scheduled start time. These cases are just scheduled at 10:30. Ms. Yafufi, given the court's 15-minute grace period, do you anticipate that your officer or officers will appear this morning?
Judge, I have no way of knowing whether they're gonna show up or not. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Mr. Stutz, given this court's policy, I'm going to ask that you and your client wait here until 10:45. If the officer or officers have not appeared, I'll recall the cases and grant your motion to dismiss.
Yeah, it's fine. Your Honor, just so the court knows, I'm waiting for a Zoom from another court. If I have to leave for that, I'll do that and come back. Thank you.
I understand. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
Okay, hang in there, Nathaniel.
Okay.
Oh, Mary Ann, we don't have a break in the schedule. There's an 11 and 11:30 still scheduled.
Yep.
Hey, Judge, you still need me? I don't think I see any more
I
misdemeanors.
always need you, Mr. Nunley, but my misdemeanor docket is done for the day. Thank you, sir.
Have a great Thanksgiving, all right?
You too.
See ya.
Mary Ann, I'm running some things downstairs, but I'll be back before it's time to recall Mr. Spring's cases.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, Marianne.
Yes. Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. I got another question about another date on Brian Boston.
He has a live exam on December 14th at 9:00.
Before what judge?
Judge Martin.
Okay, great. I think I am good to go. I'll just do my notes until I have to come and see you lovely ladies this afternoon.
Okay, we'll see you then. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Judge,
Ma'am?
I just spoke with Mr. Obi and he's going to jump back on your Zoom.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Imagine my surprise when I walked out in the hall and saw Mr. Mihana. These are a recall of the Spring Matters 8, 7, 48, A, B, and C. The court notes the appearances of the attorneys as well as Mr. Spring. It's now 10:45 a.m. by the court's clock. The court does not see that any officers joined us. The defense motion to dismiss these civil infractions is granted. Anything else on behalf of the people?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you,
Anything
Your Honor.
else, Mr. Stutz?
No, Your
Have a
Honor.
good
Thank you.
day. Good luck to you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Spring. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hmm. It doesn't matter to me. I'm still waiting for him to come back on. Mary Ann. Oh, no, never mind. That answers that question. They're in your basket. Mr. Obi, whatever is in your mouth.
Hello?
Mr. Obi,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. Mr. Mihana is here. This is a recall of 220541FT. This is State of Michigan versus Simon Obi. Your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Afuf on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Tommy Hunt, appearing on behalf of Mr. Simon Obi, 59371.
Mr. Obi, state your name for the record, sir.
Simon Obi.
Are you able to see him here, Mr. Mihana?
Yes, a little bit. It's like he's going in and out though.
Today was the day and time set for the PCC of this matter. The court adjourned the matter over a week because of Mr. Mihana. There was a misunderstanding whether this was an an online or in-person PCC, but we are here this morning. Mr. Mihana, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I have a video that shows my client,
You have to stand by the microphone. Just because it's Zoom, he's not gonna be able to hear you.
Your Honor, there's a video, some skull car videos and body cam videos that I would like my client to watch so we can make an informed decision as to whether he wants to hold it.
Judge, we can't hear him.
Podium, okay. Thank you for your assistance. Screening from the gallery.
Is this any better?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, there are some videos from the skull car videos and body cams that I would like to watch with my client and then make an informed decision as to whether we want to hold the exam or not.
How long do you need to accomplish that, sir?
Just a short adjournment, Your Honor.
We had, in your absence, I had to turn the matter over to next Wednesday, the 30th at 10 a.m. with Judge Oakley. Will that still work for you?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Obi will leave the PCC on for next Wednesday, November 30th at 10 a.m. in number 2. Mr. Mihana's indication to the court is he wants to review some video with you from the stop that occurred back on January 25th, 2022, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else on behalf of the people?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Mihana?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Obi, next week with Judge Oakley. Have a good afternoon, sir.
And Your Honor, that's me in person.
It's in person with Judge Oakley, yes, sir.
It's in person?
I'm sorry?
It's in person, you said?
Yes, sir. I told you that before. It's in person in courtroom number 2 at 34th District Court.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good afternoon, sir.
Thank you. Have a good holiday, Your Honor.
You too, Mr. Mihana. Our next case is scheduled at 11 a.m. So when, you know what, it's Bennett and the attorney for a formal hearing. When parties are ready, Marianne will let me know.
Hi, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Good. I am here on a formal hearing for Astral Bennett. No
Yep, okay, thank you.
problem.
Ms. Hamud?
Yes.
Hi, is the client with you or have you spoken with your client?
I have not, like, I haven't spoken with him recently. He's not with me though, but he shouldn't need to, I told him he didn't need to appear last time I spoke to him.
Oh. What? For formal, he needs to be here.
Oh, when I spoke to the clerk that whoever scheduled it, they told me that I could just come on his behalf.
Hold on one second. No, he does need to be here.
Okay, can I see if I can get him on the phone then? Okay, thank you.
Absolutely, yep.
Hey, Mary Ann, is that for the Riley hearing?
That's for Bennett at the 11 o'clock.
Okay. Any idea what we're doing with Riley?
Riley, let's see. Yeah, the judge show caused him.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yep.
I was unable to get a hold of him. Is there any way that we could maybe reschedule or something? Because yeah, I was under the impression that he didn't have to appear, that I could appear on his behalf.
The judge will be out in a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, Mary Ann.
What do you need?
Yeah, my camera's frozen again. I can see myself on the small monitor, but the
Yeah, I
main
can't.
monitor is not moving.
Yeah, I can't see you.
Oh, that is not a good sign.
I'll get a hold of Fred.
Thanks. We don't need it for the afternoon. And there's someone in our just brought in. This is 22W553768OI. This is Wayne County Sheriff's versus Astro Bennett.
Okay, yep. Good morning.
And your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rima Yahufi on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Zainab Hamud on behalf of defendant Astro Bennett.
And there's someone joining us that's not identified, ma'am. Is this your client by chance?
Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. Because we were trying to call him and it's still connecting, so. Yeah, I think this. Okay, yeah. No, Your Honor, I do not believe that the client. He's on the phone with us. He's on the phone with my law clerk right now. Could I have another minute to see if we can get him on here, Your Honor? Because I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm sorry, but it was our understanding that I could appear on his behalf today.
Ms. Moore, respectfully, I have exams that start at 11:30 this morning. My practice in courtroom number 1 is 15 minutes after the scheduled start time. Mr. Bennett was scheduled at 11. It's 11:20 by this court's clock. I'm not sure who in this building would have told you that you could appear for a formal hearing without your client.
I'm not sure who it was, Your Honor, when I had called and I was asking how to stop this stuff, because originally they told me that they don't set up formal hearings for traffic tickets. I tried to handle it with the Wayne County Sheriff, and he was non-responsive. And then they set it up for a formal hearing. So I'm not sure how it happened, but.
You spoke to the deputy court administrator, and her notes indicate that she advised you that it couldn't be set for informal hearing because Mr. Bennett had retained counsel, but with the attorney being retained, it would be set for a formal hearing.
Yes.
But in any event, that was the information that would be set for a formal hearing because you were retained. That
Correct.
also means that your client needs to appear, because who is there to give testimony regarding the stop if your client's not here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I didn't know. I've done a lot of other traffic tickets and a lot of other courts, and normally the client doesn't have to appear. So
The
if
client, I'm sorry, other courts don't have your clients appear for formal hearing?
you're the first one that has ever advised me of this.
I'm still trying to see who this person is. I cannot seem to get connected.
Your Honor, I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi or something, but you keep cutting off and I believe you're frozen.
I know, I'm having a small problem here. My video, but my audio is still good.
Yes.
Ms. Fufi,
Yes, Your Honor.
how do you wish to proceed, ma'am?
Judge, I don't believe any officer checked in this matter, so the people are unable to proceed.
Is the mood that being the case, the people being unable to proceed, this ticket will be dismissed?
Okay, Your Honor, thank you. So could I move to on the record to have the case dismissed?
I've just dismissed it, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you.
If we're having a problem, Marianne, I will take us down and try to restart and see if that helps between now and the time that we start the exams, which will be hopefully the next 10 minutes.
Okay, yep, and Fred was notified.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Marianne,
Yes.
I'm leaving to try to restart it. This gentleman is able to get his audio connected. If could you just make sure that this is confirmed who he is, please.
You cut completely out. You want me to see who this person is?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now. What's your name, sir?
My name is John Curtis Stahl, ma'am.
You have an 11:30 live exam at the court.
Oh, I thought it was by Zoom. I'm all the way in Ann Arbor.
Well, you're not supposed to be here until noon, so if you leave now, you could probably make it.
I'll try to,
Okay.
but is there a chance I can get a hold of my attorney to straighten this out? Because she was telling me that this was all by 11:30 Zoom.
No, sir, you do have two different cases. One's at 11:30 and one's at 12.
Yeah, I know, and that's what they told me at the proceeding. But yeah, I guess everything got confused here because I can't get a ride out there.
You need to contact your attorney.
Do you? Huh? What's that?
Judge, did you say something?
I did. Ms. Richards is here in the courtroom.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm in Ann Arbor. I mean, I guess I can try to get a lift out there in time, but
Mr. Stahl, your attorney has gone out to speak to the prosecutor, sir.
okay. So should I hang on to the line or?
Yes, sir. But again, you're supposed to be here in person. When I scheduled these, I would have told you that they are in-person exams at 11:30 and 12 o'clock.
Yeah, and they were telling me even at the clerk's desk that they were by Zoom. So that's why I called you by Zoom, and they gave me this Zoom case number. It's the same thing with this misdemeanor warrant while I was in custody for the inoperable vehicle. I was
Sir,
in
just hold
custody.
on 1 second. Hold on, your attorney's speaking with the prosecutor.
Okay.
Could I have a breakout room with Mr. Stahl?
Okay. Hi, Ms. Richards.
Morning.
Hi. Are you ready or?
I think we'll talk to Mr. Stahl in a breakout room.
Okay, Mr. Stahl, you're gonna get an invitation to join a breakout room. If you could just click on that, please.
Okay, how do I do that on an Android phone?
Did you just see an invitation?
It says join or not now. Do I hit
Yep.
join?
Yes, please hit join.
What can I help you with? Yeah, the earphones are right around the corner, right around there. Yep.
Ms. Richards?
Yes, I'm here.
Do you need the judge or what's happening?
Yeah, I think we'd like to approach and talk to the judge briefly.
Hold on one second, please.
You guys there? I don't know what I'm doing. I know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Mr.
Here.
Stoll, you're fine. These are 170. uh, 170821 FD. This is State of Michigan versus John Curtis Stahl. May I have your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. We might have to on behalf of the people. Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Services, Detroit Finance Director, Keith McDade, 850. On behalf of Mr. Stahl, who is the president.
Mr. Stahl, state your name for me, please, sir. Mr. Stahl? Today is the day and time set for the in-person preliminary examination in this matter.
Yes, Your Honor. The last time I saw Mr. Stahl, who was in custody, I had her phone number to get me. And I had to reach him. He had been staying at a shelter prior to his arrest. He is now, he has his cell phone, he's using that phone number. And he's indicated me in addition to transitional housing and workers. He is at work. At gas stations, the court can see in the background. And he was just not aware that he needed to appear today. I have spoken to this this morning, and I believe that we are discussing a possible resolution. The court consider it adjournment to another meeting.
Before the prosecutor responds, when we were here on August 31st, what I would have said is discovery complete? You would have said yes before I set the exam date because you know I have limited dates. And I would have said out loud to you and your client, live in-person examination on November 23rd in courtroom number 1, live in person at the 34th District Court. And I would have set the address on the record. Everybody's on the same page. So I'm not sure what happened. I heard you say that you didn't have a phone number for him, but he's managed to appear this morning, this still morning. Mr. Fufi.
Judge, I did have an opportunity to speak to Ms. Richards, and she did explain to me that her client was unaware to be here today. I have the detective officer card on both cases. The witnesses were allowed to be here this morning. I do not object to an adjournment in this case. I believe if I take the files up from my supervisor, there could be a possible resolution. So we do not object to adjournment.
Thank you, Mr. Fufi. Ms. Richards, you know, this is not directed at you or your client, but when I schedule exams that I have now out until February of 2023, and your office response is, why does my client have to stay so long to get an exam? It's because I only have 6 twice every 6 weeks, and this is a waste of 2 of them. We are not proceeding with the exams in either of these matters this afternoon. 170-821 or 22-0545 They will be reset for PCCs. Is next week sufficient amount of time, Ms. Richards? Or are you looking to go further out?
2 weeks for PCC is sufficient.
Mr. Stahl? Mr. Stahl?
Yeah.
Your cases are being adjourned 2 weeks to December 7th, 2022 at 10:15 a.m., 10-014, 1015.
December
December
7th.
7th, December 7th at 10:15 a.m. live in courtroom number 2 with Chief Judge Brian Oakley, live in person at 11129 Wayne Road.
Okay.
Your previously entered bond with all of its conditions in both files is continued. Anything else on behalf of the people? Anything else, Ms. Richards?
Your
You're
Honor,
so welcome. Yes, Mr. Stahl.
I would like to ask, I've been questioned 3 or 4 times by Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department. They're saying I got a warrant, a misdemeanor warrant for inoperable vehicle, but I was in. I
Mr.
was in-
Stahl? Mr.
Yeah.
Stahl? I'm gonna stop you for 1 moment, sir. You do have a warrant. It is 174201 OM, City of Romulus versus John Curtis Stahl. There was a warrant entered for you back on August 9, 2022, when you failed to appear for a pretrial with Judge Oakley. That
But
warrant is being,
I was in
Mr.
custody.
Stahl,
Okay, I'm sorry.
that warrant is being recalled. Your pretrial is being reset for December 15th at 9:50 a.m.
Okay, thank
We
you,
need to get
Judge.
a-
I'm sorry.
Mr. Stahl, before you go, sir, we need to get a good address for you because notice of that December 15th, 9:50 a.m. will need to be mailed to you somewhere, okay?
Okay, yes.
That address, sir?
312 West Huron Street, Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Thank you, Mr. Stahl. The warrant in the misdemeanor case has been recalled. Our offices will get your current phone number from Ms. Richards. We'll get notice out to you for both the felony cases and the misdemeanor, okay?
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Have a good day, sir. Good luck to you.
Okay, can I speak to Miss Richards in the breakout room before we go, or no?
Mr. Stahl.
Mr. Stahl, did you hear Ms. Richards?
No, I couldn't hear her.
She's gonna call you, sir.
Okay, that
Okay.
works for me. If I don't pick up, just ask her to leave a message with her number because I'm real busy right now at work. So I might not, my boss is kind of on my behind right now. So,
Understood, Mr. Stahl. Go back to work. Ms. Richards is here. She heard you say to give her, to leave a message if she needs to, okay?
okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye. What are you wearing? You come to my courtroom dressed like that? You're supposed to be in your 50 stuff while you're shiny badges. I get super ready for you all. I have the turkey in the corner. I have on turkey earrings just for you all. We're all done until 12:30. Did you bring a lunch, Mr. Fuki? If you want me to. Yeah. Did you bring a lunch for you? The guys have hot pockets, but we reserve those for the custody.
Judge, you know what? I promise I will be getting Middle Eastern food.
No, I didn't know. When I said, did you bring lunch? I didn't mean for us. I meant for you. This is such a long day.
Well, again, I'll also bring lunch for the board, everybody else. If you like Middle Eastern food.
We don't take things here. We don't solicit or accept things. For I don't solicit or accept anything. You can't give me a cup of coffee. That's why I bring lunch from home. I have those right now that are on my desk.
You take down.
You don't ever see me take big pictures.
No, I said we.
It is Richard, your 2:30 is. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Uh-oh.
Yeah.